Henceforth, when the dome is removed from the Astrodome in my videos, this signifies the Astros are dealing with a major controversy. And the dome might be removed quite often.
And he drives it into right center field, hit a ton. This baby is way back on a
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Hum Baby Baseball channel. We got a report from Ken Rosenthal, Evan Drellich from The Athletic that the Houston Astros in 2017 were cheating by electronically stealing signs. And that's the key word.
Electronically.
Not like in the baseball field, just watching with their eyes and trying to figure out the signs and decipher the signs. No. We're talking
electronically.
They had a camera. This is allegations that they had a camera out in center field that was pointing towards the opposing catcher so that you can read his signs. And the monitor was right there in between the clubhouse and the dugout. In that little hallway, there was the monitor that showed the catcher's signs, and then they would figure it out, and then they would make a big noise. This is their idea. We're going to bang the trash can, okay, before the pitcher throws his pitch that will signify to the batter that a changeup is coming, or whatever pitch it might be, that they're going to, whatever noise would correspond to whatever pitch. So the hitter knows what's coming, and he can say, oh, I got a changeup. He can back up and go bam and just crush the ball.
With Evan Gattis, Yuli Gurriel, and Derek Fisher due up. Foul ball off the mask of Narvaez. Naya misses outside. It's 1-1.
Four players who were on that team that season have come, well, at least one has come forward and actually has named himself, and that's Mike Fears, who is now pitching for the A's. But four Astros actually confirmed that this was going on in 2017. And there's evidence if you watch now videos going back. You can actually hear the bang. You can see opposing teams going, talking to the catcher, going, dude, something's going on. We got to change this up. And as soon as they change the signs, then the banging goes away for a while until they figure out the new signs. Absolutely crazy. Now, it's important to note that this was not the 2019 or the 2018 or the 2016. This was only applies to the 2017 Astros. So it's been a couple of years. There hasn't been any controversy as far as electronically stealing signs in the last couple of years. So, you know, right, no big deal. I mean, it's not like they won the World Series that year or something.
success. Here's a ground ball right side, could do it. The Houston Astros are world champions for the first time in franchise history.
This is obviously way against the rules of baseball, and not just the unwritten rules, okay? This is not an unwritten rule where, you know, if you look at your home run, Madison Bumgarner's going to yell at you. This isn't like that. This is actually against the rules of baseball. You cannot steal signs electronically. The Red Sox got in trouble for that a few years ago with the Apple Watches. I mean, this is just crazy. And to put a camera out there stealing signs, having the monitor right there, and just, you know, banging trash cans, and I don't know how they got away with it and how it's not coming out until now. There was definitely suspicions during that season. There were some things we can hear here and there, but nothing was definite like this report that's coming out now, where we actually have players. And that's probably why it took so long. We needed these players to come forward who've been removed from that team for a few years. And we're finding out what was going on that season, and it's absolutely crazy, especially because the Astros are already having all kind of controversy. What's up with the Astros, man? I mean, it's like win at all costs, and that's what Mike Fears said that they do. Win at all costs. Now, first it started maybe with the Roberto Osuna signing. Hey, he served his suspension. Apparently, he may have done something absolutely horrific. I wouldn't want to sign the guy, but they wanted to sign the guy. He served his suspension. As far as I'm concerned, I didn't have an issue with it. Sign him. Have fun. So they got a great closer. Excellent. Whatever. You know, that's fine. Then you had the assistant GM coming out and yelling his comments. Well, that's just an individual acting like a jerk. You don't have to attribute that to the whole team. Maybe he was just a jerk. But the Astros did come out and defend him right away. Said, no, that was fake news. That did not happen at all. No. Then the next day when they, it's coming out that it did happen, and there's, all these witnesses at that point, oh no, yeah, well, he's fired. We fired him. We fired his ass. Like, what's up with the Astros? I don't know what's going on with the Astros. That guy was acting like a complete jerk. So maybe that wasn't on the team. Maybe they're really trying to defend him. Maybe they just got that closer because, hey, they thought he served a suspension, deserves another chance. You can defend them and defend them and defend them. Now we're talking about stealing signs with a camera and talking about ex-players coming out and ex-Astros players coming out and saying these guys will win at all costs. They don't have no principles. They don't care about anything but getting those wins, making that money with their world championships, and that's all they care about. That is an insane accusation. And when you start to look back at the history, you start to wonder a little bit about these Houston Astros. I'm just glad I'm not an Astros fan. And if you are an Astros fan, I feel for you if this is, crushing to you, unless you're just going to be a jerk and be like, no, you don't know nothing. I'm just reporting what's coming out here. But it doesn't look good for Houston. And I think this probably was going on in 2017 when you got 4 witnesses coming out, and when you look at the video evidence, you can hear the dang trash can before changeups and whatnot. You can hear the sound. You can see other teams' pitchers saying, "Catchers, come out here, man! I need to talk to you. What's going on?" They're figuring out the signs. We got to change this up. Then they change it up, and you don't hear the trash can no more. I mean, there is more than just witnesses. There is video evidence of this stuff going on. So I don't know what Astros fans are going to come out and say against this. To defend themselves against this, or defend their team. I just don't know if there is any way. Because if I'm a fan of the Astros, I'm just crushed right now. I don't know what I would say about this. This looks really bad. And I think most baseball fans would agree stealing signs electronically is not something we want to be part of the game. I would love to hear you come out. Anyone going to come out and say, man, this ain't no big deal. So they put a camera out in center field. So they zoomed into the catcher so they could see the signs. So they put a monitor right in between the clubhouse and the dugout so that they could steal the signs. And then they bang trash cans just to let the hitter know what pitch was coming. What's the big deal? I want to hear somebody say that to me. I would love to meet you because it is a big deal. That is absolutely, we do not want that as part of this game. This is a great game. Go play the dang game. Play the dang game the way it's supposed to be played. Now, I don't know what's going to happen in the future. 20, 50, 100 years, 200 years, I'm going to be dead. So who knows what the game's going to be like. Probably going to be electronics all over the place. Probably going to be practically a video game by then. Okay? But as long as I'm around, okay, I want them to play the game like the freaking game is supposed to be played. Okay? It's a sport. This ain't a video game. Okay? Put the dang cameras away. Put the Apple Watches away. I don't even like that they got the iPads in the dugout and they got to zoom into the iPads and the announcers got to do a little promo for the iPad every game. You see that in the playoffs? How annoying is that? I mean, if they got the iPads and the iPads are locked that they can only use them for, whatever scouting, whatever they're supposed to be able to see, I guess it's okay, because it probably saves paper, whatever. I guess it's okay, but why they got to zoom in on them and give them a commercial? Come on, stop talking about iPads. I'm trying to watch the dang game here. But whatever, I'm off onto something else. Bottom line is, if the Astros were doing this, it's messed up. And this is not the first time I had to say that something the Astros are doing are messed up. Call me whatever you want to call me. I just want the game to be played right, or at least close to right, okay? Oh, they're coming from a Giants fan. You got Barry Bonds. You're a cheater. You cheating. You like cheating. I hated that we had to go through that era as well. Steroid era was terrible. Everybody who was cheating and all that and taking steroids and hitting freaking 80 home runs, 73 home runs, whatever it may be. It was an absolute joke. I hated that Barry Bonds turned into a freaking cyborg, but it happened. It's over now. I'm so glad we're past that era, but let's not make a new era of cheating. Let's not go into the electronic cheating era so we can say there's the steroid era and then they got the electronic cheating era. Let's not do that. Can we avoid that? Or is it already happening? It's too late. Time will tell on that. So, I don't defend any cheating at all. I don't defend steroid use. I don't defend putting cameras out in center field and stealing signs. I just want them to go play the damn game. Play the damn game of baseball like we want to see it. Is that too much to ask? What do y'all think about this? What's going on here with the Astros? Please tell me what you think. Tell me if I'm crazy by not liking that this was possibly happening, because I think most people would agree we don't want signs getting stolen electronically. Okay, in baseball games. Steal them naturally. Check out the other team. Fine. Do that. Camera in center field? Monitor in between the dugout and the clubhouse and the... What? Astros. When the Giants come to town, it's 5